Welcome to Sporking News Podcast. My name is Scott, and we are here to talk about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, the outlandish things we have learned. If you know this channel, you know I'm a pro Johnny Depp supporter. I've been that way ever since his exes came out in support of him. Now, I understand that not every relationship is the same, but usually there's a pattern of abuse. At least something that shows it builds up. You don't go from being a peaceful man, a loving man, maybe more harmful to yourself than others, to this evil human being that Amber Heard has turned him out to be. So, pro Johnny, Amber Turd, here we go. So, we're going to discuss two different articles, a little up to date on today's stuff that we found out in the cross-examination of Amber Heard. We're going to share this right here. So, Johnny Depp's attorney suggests that Amber Heard altered photos in aftermath of alleged assault. Now, if you watch That Umbrella Guy, if you watch Entertainment Hacker, you'll know that they have found massive amounts of evidence showing doctoring of photos. We've had cosmetic companies, we've had makeup artists and experts that saw her right after the incidences, and she wasn't even wearing makeup. There was no bruises. The type of makeup she said she had wasn't even invented then, and even if it was, it wouldn't have covered up bruises. And in Hollywood, they know how to make bruises. So, it's all about makeup. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you support Johnny Depp, if you support Amber Heard, subscribe, because guess what? I'm not going to hate you. We like to debate here. We are live every Wednesday and Saturday night with a panel, and I'm usually live every Monday night, where in the chat, I'll listen to you squabble and yell, and we just have to show each other respect, and except for the sex bots, we throw them right out. All right, so here we go with this quick article. Like I said, Johnny Depp's attorney suggests that Amber Heard altered photos in aftermath of alleged assault. This is from May 17th, earlier today. Johnny Depp's attorneys challenged one piece of evidence that has been at the heart of Amber Heard's claim that the actor struck her with a phone in a confrontation in May of 2016, photos taken afterward in which her face appeared reddish. Isn't it true that this is the actual testimony. Isn't it true that you just edited these photographs? Attorney Hotness Vasquez asked Heard. No, I have never edited the photograph, Heard said. You just enhanced the saturation from one of these photos to make your face look more red. Now, see, that is something you can do, and it's not hard. If you change the saturation, if you enhance it, it will bring out the red color. But the rest of the photo, dark spots look darker. So you could tell that a photo has been altered. No, that is incorrect. I didn't touch them. She said that one of the photos is different than the other because a light was turned on to show the extent of her injuries. But these are the two photos in hand. I mean, saturation looks like she's, Trump color orange, and no saturation looks like she has blush on or, a little rosé she's been drinking. So I don't know. You make the decision on that. Later on Tuesday morning, Depp's legal team focused on the aftermath of that 2016 argument in May at the Depp Heard penthouse in downtown Los Angeles. I love, even though they're rich and they have wacky lives, like penthouse in Los Angeles. Give any hardworking American their money. We'd just be happy with maybe a little bit bigger of home. Like, money can't solve your problems. No, it can't when you have mental health issues or drug addiction. But if you're living a good life, money can solve everything. She did file for divorce several days later and obtained a domestic violence restraining order. Vasquez played that elevator security camera footage. I hope you've seen it. If you haven't, just look up Amber Heard, James Franco, elevator. You'll see. And that shows from their Eastern Columbia building that the actor James Franco arrived to visit Heard the next evening. On the 22nd, she also went down the list of witnesses who testified that they did not notice any injuries on her face after the argument with Depp. Now, they don't point out that in the elevator, they were snuggling up. She kept leaning in and he put his head near her shoulder. Come on. It's Hollywood. Come on. And anyways, dogs are going to be dogs. And we know that James Franco is a dog. Hottie Vasquez asked Heard if she was having a photo shoot inside the courthouse while you are getting a restraining order. I would not characterize it that way, she said. Heard said that she did not put on makeup before the courthouse appearance. It was the only time I walked out of my house without makeup, she added, adding that a friend advised her not to do so. So that's going back to when Vasquez got a little snarky as they read it here. She showed a photo that was taken of her with her injuries at the courthouse when she obtained the restraining order. And it did. It looked like she meant to have a photo shoot. Later, Vasquez, Hottie Vasquez, challenged Heard on the Washington Post op-ed and its headlines. I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. Look, the only reason wrath is coming down on you now is because the proof was never given. It was an op-ed written by the ACLU. That's American Civil Liberties Union. They are there to protect the little guy, to look out for people's civil rights. And they ghost wrote this op-ed for her. That, to me, is still one of the biggest stories that should be talked about all the time. That is how far our culture has gone down the dark rabbit hole of defending, choosing sides. There's no more in the middle. There's no more gray area where you can say, okay, I can see where they're coming from. I'm not going to attack them. No, it's either black or white. I hate you. I like you. I want you to be destroyed. We'll let you survive. We're going to cancel you. You get another chance. It's ridiculous. And that's all coming from one side. The other side is just too dumb to speak up and fight that culture. And they allowed it to grow into what it is today. And it is the alphabet mob. And it is all these crazy people out there. They are not hardworking Americans. They are Twitter bots. They are Twitter activists. They are people that have never worked a hard day in their life, in my point of view. So getting back to this, though, Heard said that she did not write the headline and had not publicly accused Depp of sexual assault as opposed to domestic abuse and did not intend to until he filed his defamation lawsuit. I did not write the headline. Vasquez asked, she didn't request the post change. Given that she also tweeted out a link to the story, Heard said, I didn't ask them, nor did I notice it, nor did I need to. Well, I mean, it was an article that they wrote for her. I think she can ask them to change it. Juries also heard a lengthy, expletive-filled audio recording of one of Depp and Heard's arguments where she belittled him and called him a sellout. I was expressing frustration about his criticism of my career and the problems it caused within the dynamic of our relationship. So you called him a sellout in a joke. I called him horrible, ugly things. As you can hear, we spoke to each other in a really horrible way. When Vasquez suggests that Depp got her the role in Aquaman, Heard seemed surprised. Excuse me? Mr. Depp got you the role in Aquaman, didn't he? No, Miss Vasquez. I got myself the role by auditioning. Bullshit. Look, even somebody voted the sexiest man alive, even somebody who is cooler than cool. I mean, I grew up in the 90s. I was a teenager in the 90s, a little bit younger in the 80s. Johnny Depp was the coolest of the cool. I mean, he's made it from grunge to Caribbeans. You know what I mean? Like, he spanned generations. He's one of those just smooth cats. And even he can fall for a money-grubbing, fame-searching harlotry. That's how I feel about it. So they go on, they start talking about the sexual assault with the bottle. Okay. Cause it seemed that right after that, she wrote Depp a letter telling him she wants to like tear him to pieces. We'll hear. Vasquez asked Heard multiple times about the sequence of events during the fight. When she said that Depp smashed a phone, severed his finger, pinned her down, but Heard said that she could not recollect the sequence of events and claimed otherwise. At the point, Vasquez cross-examined because more of a matter of reminding the jury the contrasting claims. Mr. Depp. So it goes on through here. You could check out the article. Hottie Vasquez makes Amber Heard look terrible. You know, she's the same woman that pretended like she doesn't know how to pronounce drugs, or people don't like, he thought I took his cocaine, his coke. You know what? You sound so fake. Amber Heard only sounded fake when she was. The times where she was like, Johnny was screaming, I hate you. I hate you. You ruined my life. You're terrible. I could believe Johnny did that. I could believe someone in full addiction who realized he married someone going after his fame, after his money. I could see that. And that spiral of negativity, the dropping to his bottom, I could see that happening. Johnny needs help. He really does. This has been a masterclass in two sick people don't make a well person. But before we move on, or really quick, I want to just do this one right here. And you'll notice I do not edit, but please make sure you guys subscribe. Help out this channel. I've seen a lot of channels grow, and I'm really happy to see friends grow. Let's maybe help me grow. That'd be nice. We stream 3 nights a week. This is an opinion piece by Maureen Callahan, The Unfair Vilification of Amber Heard. So, why is Johnny Depp still smirking? Maybe because the internet has decided that Depp has already won the trial, as has Chris Rock, who said on stage last week that, yes, we should believe all women, just not Amber Heard. Wow. Amber Heard isn't a perfect victim, but guess what? There are no perfect victims. Anyone who recalls the testimony of Harvey Weinstein rape victims, some of whom continue to have consensual sex with Weinstein after their attacks, who sent him warm emails or even writing she hoped to introduce Weinstein to her mother, can attest to that. So why such hatred for Heard? Why are there so few feminist voices standing up for Heard? So the difference is Harvey Weinstein was using his power to use the old school casting couch to get these girls. You do this for me, I'll get you jobs. Now you get Heard, who wanted to take advantage of Johnny Depp. He wasn't telling her she had to have sex with him. He wasn't telling her she had to do dirty things. He loved her, wanted to marry her, thought she was interesting. She played him. And she is not a victim. In my mind, maybe there were things that happened, but no way does she fit the definition of a victim. Johnny Depp does. So why such hatred for Heard? Why are there so few feminist voices standing up for her? Why do you have just females? Like a feminist has to stand up for a woman? Like, believe all women might be the worst tagline in history. Okay? Don't doubt all women. Believe all women when the evidence is there. You know, men are more powerful than most women. It is a horrible thing to take something from somebody, rape somebody, abuse somebody. But there are also women out there that use these excuses and make up doctored experiences to better their lives. Amber Heard jumped on the hashtag #MeToo movement and soared from there while Johnny declined. On Monday, she testified that Depp more than once grabbed her by the pubic bone and taunted me, asking me if I thought I was so effing tough like a man now. Yeah, I could really hear Johnny say that. Has recalled receipts that Christy Blasey Ford ever did, details and receipts. Yet, while Blasey Ford became an immediate cause celebre, a truth to misogynistic power memes, I didn't believe Ford. Sorry. We could disagree and still talk and debate, but Kavanaugh got railroaded. The man had books telling you what's going on. I mean, he remembers going out and having drinks with his boys when he was 17. Ford, I don't know, but that's another story altogether. Amber Heard has become a punchline. How is this fair or logical? I'll tell you why it's fair. I'm sorry. And really, it's Depp who's the joke here. The would-be coolest of the cool 50-year-old man coloring in court as photos of him nodding off, passed out on the floor, and entered into evidence. As we heard testimony that his drug and alcohol abuse has rendered him incontinent and uninsurable, as he smirks and laughs as Heard testifies to horrific abuse, to Depp forcibly searching her vagina for cocaine. We don't know if that would happen. So she's right here saying these things happen as fact. These things are still hearsay. In other incidents, raping her with a liquor bottle, that she went on a photo shoot the day after and also wrote a letter to Johnny Depp right after the incident telling him how much she loved him. These are all awful, specific, humiliating details that only bolster Heard's credibility. Why? Because she says they're true? Believe all women. After all, it's hard to keep the small stuff straight when you're telling lots of big lies. Yet the prevailing narrative still is that this trial is rehabbing Depp's image, saving his career, and vindicating his reputation. Amen. It is not. Depp is done. Don't believe you, honey. Sorry. Don't believe me? Let's revisit this cover story in The Hollywood Reporter, which ran in December 2020, 1 month after Depp lost his UK libel suit, which declared him essentially a wife beater. Yes, because that case was completely different, and the average American wasn't following that case as much. The average American is following this case, and we are seeing on TV, live screen right there, that Amber Heard is a fake. Amber Heard is a user. Amber Heard set this abuse thing up from the beginning. From the beginning. Anyway, his Radioactive One studio head told THR, you simply can't work with him now. That changes in a heartbeat in Hollywood because it's a cesspool. Whoever's hot. This wasn't just down to his anger, the Max Depp's unquenchable thirst for revenge. No, she ruined... I'm done with reading this woman. This is in the Post. You could read the rest of it. I don't want to make this too long. This woman, all she is a hater. She wants you to feel sorry for Amber Heard. The truth of the matter is Amber Heard destroyed this man's career. 2 multi-billion-dollar franchises he was kicked out of. 2. And his life, it's okay because, Amber kept moving up. Amber was a celebrity through all that. Johnny was terrible, even though all his ex-wives came out. Ex-girlfriends, everybody came out in support of him. There are so many friends and people coming to court on Johnny's behalf. Her just implies a friend or person. She never gives you specifics, and these people will not corroborate her stories. So you tell me who's the evil one. You tell me who truly is the winner or the loser. I'm going with Johnny Depp, people. I hope you do too. Thank you for watching. This is Sporking News Podcast. Sorry if it was a long one. We'll probably be breaking down that article I just read from the Post tomorrow night on The Dump. Wednesday nights, we have a great panel. Saturday is a fire panel. So please, guys, make sure you come out. Make sure you support the channel. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Have a great day, everybody.